Oh no, I've been overwhelmed by backgrounds. What am I going to do? Stay tuned, you'll find out. Hello. So it's been a couple of days. My basket looks much more organized, but let me tell you kind of what happens. So what happens is, obviously I'm a card maker, but think about it this way. So I do several things. I do sheet load of cards every month, and then I also do the card challenge, Kendra's card challenge, and I try to do that every month. So what happens is every month is a lot. So then what happens is I get bored and I end up with cards that are done, but they're not decorated, okay? So when that happens, I shove them in here, okay? And then I end up with cards, sets of cards that are like this, okay? Now, the problem with that is that this gets very full. Very full. And as I had said to you before, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed with backgrounds. Or completed cards that have like nowhere to go, you know? So I have lovely backgrounds that I had done. These are from Crafty Meraki, which I absolutely love. And this was this month's set of cards from Kendra that I didn't get done. And then there's the other thing. So then I make extras when I'm making backgrounds. So that's a Heffy Doodle stencil. I made that one once. Oh, look, that is a lovely embossing thing. I might use that soon. I might use that out. And then there's little bits of paper, okay? And then, you know, Honeybee Stamps sends you sets of cards that are lovely as backgrounds and stuff. So you don't want to throw them away. So I keep those in there. And then this is the last of a bit of paper, of a paper pad. And of course, it's all cut to 4 by 5 1/4, and that's lovely. So I keep that in there. And this is thermal web stuff, and that's kind of cool. And this is an embossed background that needs to be watercolored. And then this is a watercolor background that I did dipping. Look, Mary Polinko, I do follow your instructions. And then this one is a thermofoil background that I did that I don't know what to do with. So they're in there, and not part of a stencil. And oh look, more cards from people, more backgrounds from people. Oh, and then I did this thing where I took all of my scraps and I put them on, I put down double-sided tape and I put backgrounds on them. I think this is, I mean, they make cool cards. This is some extra paper. Here's a two foiled backgrounds that I made. These were, you buy these and then you foil them. Oh, look, this one's an Easter one that's got fuzzy on it. You get the idea. There's Christmas ones in here and Easter ones. Oh, look, more paper from Honeybee Stamps. Yeah. So I got completely overwhelmed because it was completely and totally full and I didn't know what to do. So what I did was I started with some of the backgrounds, and I'm going to show you what are some of my favorite ways to get rid of some of these and make them into usable cards. I give my cards to a local nursing home who lets the residents buy them with tokens, and I think that's a great thing. So that's what I do. I donate them to a nursing home. So, to the desktop. Ta-da, the desktop. All right, so we're gonna start with some of the ways that I use to get rid of a lot of these card fronts, okay? So there's all kinds of ways that you can get rid of them. So first of all, what I found was I have some cards that I'm going to use for in this upcoming month. So I'm going to use some of these as anniversary cards that I need to come up. I don't have to make the base. So those are going to be anniversary cards for some men and some women in a group that I belong to. There's this one that I made a really long time ago that all I needed to do was put it on a card base. Ta-da! That one's done. Okay, now let me show you these guys. These guys are pretty amazing because all I did was I did the sympathy, I did the sentiment, and these are stickers from the Dollar Tree. You know, when you're feeling sad and down, go to the Dollar Tree and buy some stickers. They have some amazing stickers, 3D stickers, all kinds of stickers. So I reached into my drawer, and it's amazing what kinds of things you can do with their stickers that I think they're just kind of amazing. So I also did that with, here you go, with this set. This was a leftover set of, I think I made 12 cards and I made 8 of them. This was part of a Show Us Your Sheet load, and I didn't know what to do with them. So on these two, I put butterflies. And by the way, this is the same silver paper. I just colored this one with marker because I thought, you can't really read that. So now I've got birthday cards. Those are sort of mail, but not really. These are happy birthday cards. There you go. Okay. The other thing that you can do, which I did with the other two, is I used some ephemera. I used some cut aparts that I had. So this one is now a waving hello card. This one says be a mermaid in a sea of fish. But, you know, it's sort of like makes them kind of fun. Okay, and it changes the look of them completely. But there we go. That's 6 cards. 6 more cards done. So now we're up to 10 cards that are completed. Okay, and out of my bucket. All right, then we got some things. So this is one of those crafty Meraki. It's part of one of the stencils that I did, one of the stencil sets. It's called Damask Rose. This is a sentiment from Lawn Fawn, and this is one of those backgrounds that I made with double-sided tape and my scraps. And look at that. Now it's very elegant, it's very nice, and it's done. Oh, it's not done. I have to put that. But there's number 11, okay? I thought this one was very nice. There you go. This is a stamp set from Ink Road Stamps. It's just a little tiny thing, and it's got like all these little gems. It matches the gem paper. T-Rex thinks you're a cutie. It's just a little, you know, silly one. Maybe somebody can mail it to their granddaughter. Maybe I'll mail it to my daughter. You never know. Okay, so there's 12. All right. So here's these two. I was like, I knew I had my elephant set out because this one is You Are Unforgettable, and I think I was going to make it into a birthday card, but I just left it. There you go. That's a very old MFT set, and that was done. I felt like doing some coloring, so I did some coloring, but while you've got the stamp set out, there you go. But one of the things you could do is look into your magic mug. What do you have? You know, what sort of designs do you have? What kind of things? And do they match any of these amazing number of cards that you have? Okay, so there you go. There's 13 and 14, okay? Now, I had a whole bunch of these dudes, okay? These were I think I filmed this one. And I had actually decided that, and I have no idea how they ended up in the, oh, look at that. That's a bird thing. They all ended up in the, in the thing there. But these were Happy Spring cards, but some of them say, I'm just going to leave them Happy Spring. But one of the things that you need to do to get things out of your storage place is, where do they need to be stored? Well, they need to go to the nursing home. There you go. And this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 more cards. So those need to go to the nursing home, okay? Look, this was another show us your sheet load that I just hadn't gotten done. You know, I just never finished it, okay? It was one of those, I finished some of them. I finished like 4 out of the 8, okay? Or I made another set of them because I thought, oh, this is a really cool one. But you know what? This one I had done with one of the ephemera from the set because I am so close to being done with this paper, okay? So there you go. Let's see, 17 and 14 is 31, so there's 32. And here is 35, so this is 3 more cards. So these are get well cards. So this is a really old stamp from Newton's Nook, and there he is in his little booties. And on the side it says, cute boots make everything better, which I thought was really nice. And they're all a little bit different, but they all say the same thing on the inside. So that's the other thing. Another way to get rid of things and get them out of your set and out of your stash and get them moving is to do the same thing. Just don't do so much of it that you get bored. Okay? So there you go. So there's 35 cards. Then I had these 2 backgrounds. And I thought, what am I going to do with these? What am I going to do with these? Well, this one's really simple. So these were hearts. I took the colors. I took my color scheme from here. And this was one of the only Valentine's Day dies that I got this year. But there it is. It's done. Love you. All done. So there's 36. This one is a Honeybee Stamps die that I had. And I've had in my stash and I've never had a chance to play with it. This one's done. I can put happy anniversary. I can put happy birthday. I can just leave it like this and put thinking of you on the inside. But that card is done. You know, that card is done. So there's 37. It's no longer just a background. Okay. All right. So these ones were sympathy cards. Okay. This one had the, just had the strip. And it had with sympathy on the bottom under there, but you couldn't read it. All right. So I said, well, I'm making it into a sympathy card. I make sympathy cards for our development. I make sympathy and get well cards for our development. Okay. So there it is. There's the sympathy card. And then all of these are also sympathy cards. All I had to do was finish stamping those in there, okay? So there we go. That's 42, and they're off to their owner, okay? So and this is, I think this is the last one. And then I was like, I got to get this video filmed. So for this one, here's a rose. Here's this lovely thing. What am I going to do with it? I'll just put Mom on the front. You know, there's a little card you can send to your mother. Mom, love you. Done. Okay? So there's 43 cards. So I did 43 cards in 3 days. Now, was I looking for like award-winning designs and things? No, I'm looking to move them out of my bucket. But look at this. Look at how many I have moved out of. Don't look at the crap down there. Look at how many I've moved out of my bucket. Look at how many I've moved out. I'm no longer like completely overwhelmed. Okay? Now, let's be really honest. There's a bunch over here that I took out and I was showing you. But still, hold on, let me put them back in there. But still, that's pretty amazing. And I have 43 cards to take to the nursing home and various other places. And to my development lady who does the sympathy cards. Literally in 3 days. And it wasn't like I spent 6 hours a day. I spent like maybe an hour or two every day sitting in here. I can't sit for very long because it hurts my back. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some tips. Remember, Dollar Tree stickers, little sympathy, little sentiments that might match. Any little bits of stenciling that you have lying around that are in your bucket. Things that are half done. Finish them up. Get them moving. Do a little bit of coloring. You don't have to make 8 of the same thing. Just make a couple, okay? Try out a new die. Get that background out of your stash, okay? Make one. Get the stamp on the inside of the card, okay? Get it out. By the way, I also made sure that I got the stamp on the back of the card so people know who made it, okay? There you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to hit the like button. Remember to subscribe. It helps me. Tell your friends, tell your enemies. Please, tell people I'm trying to get to 500. It's going to be so exciting. All right, I'll talk to you later.